Hi guys, so I study in Russia, and because of that I've been getting a lot of questions from a lot of people like, are you still there, are you alive or not, like how is it there, how was it before, and all these things. So I realized like a lot of people want to know like how was Russia before and after and all these things. And to be honest, this won't be a biased video. Like, I'm not gonna support any country or any side. I'm just gonna tell you my journey, like how I went there, how it was for me before this war started, and how it is after it all started, and how it is affecting me or the students basically, or whatever I saw there. I'll be telling you guys that. First of all, I have my tab with me and I have written all the points here, so I might be looking down a lot while speaking, so yeah, keep that in mind. And the first question is, who am I? So my name is Ocean. I am 23 years old and I am currently a medical student in Russia. And where are you from? So I am from India, and as I told, I study in Russia, and that's the only country I have been to. Let's hope I can go to more countries, but yeah, that's it. When did I go to Russia? So I joined college and went to Russia in 2019, specifically more like October 2019. And yes, it was like a few months before the pandemic started, so I have a really bad timing for all the things, I can tell you that. What do I study in Russia? So as I told you earlier, I am a medical student. I have a 6-year course in Russia and I'm currently a 3rd-year student, so that means I still have 3 more years left which I'll be studying in Russia. Why did I go to Russia? So as an Indian student, obviously my first goal was to
crack NEET and get into a good government college and my life would be settled, or so that's what I thought.
But as an ICSE board student, like we had to write these big answers. I was like 16-year-old back then, I don't know, and I thought MCQs would be so easy. Like I didn't knew how the competition was. I was the first child in my family to get into these competitions, so I just thought it would be too easy, and I went totally unprepared. So after finishing 12, it took me 3 years. I took 3 drops basically, and after that I just gave up. I joined BSc, also called Bachelor of Sciences, and BHU, also called Banaras Hindu University. So I was doing that for a year, and then I just dropped out of that too and decided to pursue my medical in Russia. So yes, it's surely a very hard thing. This is a very long story. If you guys want to know like more about my journey, how I went to Russia and why I went to Russia and all this thing in detail, like write in comment, or if you have any other questions you want to ask and want me to tell you, you can write in comments and I will try to make a video out of it. So anyways, next question, how is Russia? So Russia is very cold. I mean, as a person who lives in a place where the minimum temperature that gets on average is like 15 degrees, going to -15 to -20 degrees is surely fun, like a lot of fun. And yes, anyways, when I first went to Russia, like I just fell in love with the architecture, to be honest. I was just like, look at that building, look at that building. My whole phone was just filled with videos of like the road, like all the buildings, just hours and hours and hours and hours. So how are people in Russia? You know, interestingly, like the first opinion I had of people there were like they were very cold and unfriendly. I'm sorry if you guys are like here and listening to this, but I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. They're not bad, like they're really nice. The thing was, I was an introvert, okay, so if anyone would come and talk to me, I would still be silent and just hoping them to go away, because I didn't know how to talk. I was like very scared. I had so much anxiety. So yes, I remember like when firstly we were shifted to a hostel and I had 2 seniors in my room, okay, and I didn't talk to them for a month. Like I just told my name and that I'm here. If they would ask something, I would just reply, and that's it. It was my birthday and they didn't knew it was my birthday because I was too shy to tell anyone anything basically. So yes, the people there like really nice, like they're very helpful too. And like I remember like this year on New Year we were going through a bus and there was this old woman sitting next to me, and she saw me and she just gave me chocolates and like wished me happy new year, and I was like, it was so sweet. Okay, people are really sweet there. So next question, how do I manage as someone who doesn't understand Russian? Okay, this one hurts. Okay, so when we arrived there, I knew around 5 words of Russian, that and those were hi, thank you, excuse me, and where is the toilet, like things like that, the very basic and important words. So yes, other than that, like it was very hard for me, especially with my social anxiety. I remember I would never go to any place like to buy stuffs because I would have to ask about it. I only went to supermarkets, got stuffs and bring them to counter and just pray that they won't, like I hope they don't ask me anything, like just don't ask me anything, don't ask me anything. So yes, I was that kind of person. But now, like after some time, I have learned quite a bit, and so sorry, my brother came, so I got distracted for a second. So yes, now I know Russian, like not much, but I have learned quite a bit. So if someone is speaking to me, I can understand like enough to reply, and I just reply in 2-3 words like da, yes or no, stuff like that. That's it. I still have to learn a lot, to be honest, but it's understandable now, like way better than before when I just couldn't understand. I was just helplessly looking around, asking to everyone if you know English or not, and the thing is, I don't know why, like the city I am in, very few people know English, like they don't know English. In big cities like in Moscow, we went to Moscow for a day and most of the people like understood English, but not in my city, so it's kind of difficult for us there. So next question, how did the war affect our lives? So it all started in March, I think, and I was in Russia till April end, so I didn't get enough chance to like see what happened after that there. But we were all worried. Like I remember we got the news that international transactions will be closed, so we were panicking, like how will we get the money, how will we be able to sustain ourselves and stuff like this. We would wake up every day and the first thing we would do is check our news, like did something happen, are we gonna be alive or not. Like it was dumb, but still we were panicking because different country and we just can't like go home right away, right? So yes, anyways, other than that, I remember there was a time when there was no sugar in any of the stores, like grocery stores. I don't know why, like the Russians were stacking sugar, and I'm still very confused. Like if you are a Russian or if you know like why they were doing that, like let me know in the comment. I'm very curious about that. Why sugar? Still, yes. And so next question, why did I come back to India? So we were panicking, but it was still kind of chill. But my parents, they just called me one day and said, "Ki we will see whatever happens, just come back home for now. Like college, whatever it is, like just let it be, come back home." So I was like, okay. And to be honest, a lot of us students were thinking to go back to India, and we booked a ticket, and that flight got cancelled. So we were like more panicked, and we were like, okay, we have to go back to India now because we don't know when we'll be able to if something gets bad. So we booked another flight. It was like a connecting flight, and so yeah, we just booked the tickets and we came back home because we didn't know how it will be in future. So we were just trying to take all the precautions we could. And so yeah, like mostly it was like just money, financial problems for me, and nothing else in Russia. Like it was all kind of normal there. When will I go back to Russia and for how long? So I have already booked my tickets and I will be going in September, and I'm planning to stay there for 2 academic years before coming back to India. And I just hope that nothing happens. So I remember the first time I went, few months in, like I think 4-5 months in, and we had the pandemic, and we were quarantined in our hostel for the next 4 months before we could go back to India. And then I was stuck in India for 1 year. I did my whole second year in India, and then things got better and we got the chance to go back to Russia. And last year I went there, and I guess 6 months later the war happened, and here I am back again. So I just hope nothing bad happens this time and I could actually like stay there and study properly. So yes, I guess that's it, and I will be going not next month, this is July right now, I'll be going in September. So yes, that's it for now. So if you guys have any questions and you wanna tell me something, or you want me to like make a video on something else, like let me know in the comments, or you can even message me on my Instagram. I will be replying to all of you guys. So yes, that was my journey to Russia, like not journey but like in short, it was my journey to Russia, and I hope you guys like it. If you guys like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.